doesn't rise like a tower or shine like gold. It doesn't command attention. It waits for it. Laid low along a bluff above Brush Creek in Adams County, Ohio, the Great Serpent Mound stretches 1,348 feet, 411 meters, from end to end, never rising more than 3 feet or 0.9 meters off the ground. And yet for more than 1,000 years, it's captured the attention of astronomers, historians, and anyone who understands how difficult it is to build precision into dirt. The serpent's shape is not accidental. The body curves in 7 coils. Some researchers say they may correspond to the phases of the moon or to constellations once visible to its builders. At one end, its tail forms a tightly wound triple spiral, and at the other, its head is flattened and open-mouthed, appearing to swallow or protect an egg-shaped oval that measures about 120 feet, 36.6 meters long. No bones, no ash pits, no treasures, just shape, earth, and alignment. And alignment is the key. The serpent's head points almost perfectly towards the setting sun on the summer solstice. That's June 20 or 21st in modern calendar terms. When the sun lowers in the sky that evening, it appears to fall into the serpent's mouth. Further along the coils, there's directional correspondences to the winter solstice, sunrise, the equinox, sunrises, and major lunar standstills, a rare event occurring every 18.6 years when the moon rises at its most extreme northern and southern points. Now, look, these are not artistic accidents. They're calculated markers built into a calendar that required decades of skywatching. No written language, no telescopes, just memory, oral record, and generations of observation. But who built it? You see, that depends on the evidence that you accept. Radiocarbon testing conducted in the 1990s suggested a construction date of around 1070 BC. That timing aligns with celestial events, the appearance of Halley's Comet in 1066, and a solar total eclipse in 1070. That suggests the Fort Ancient culture, a Mississippian-influenced society that lived in the Ohio Valley between 1000 and 1650. They may have created it. Earlier excavations in the 1880s uncovered nearby burial mounds belonging to the Adena culture, an older group that flourished from around 1000 to 200. And some scholars argue the serpent form was initially conceptualized by the Adena, then reshaped or completed by the Fort Ancient people centuries later. Now, others, they see it as wholly Fort Ancient, using sacred Adena sites as symbol anchors. What's uncontested is its deliberate engineering. The mound rests atop a rare geological feature, an ancient impact crater, nearly 5 miles or 8 kilometers wide, known as the Serpent Mound crypto-explosion structure. The bedrock beneath the mound is fractured and very unstable. It formed when a meteorite slammed into the region hundreds of millions of years ago. And the builders didn't have geologic maps, but they chose the rim of this crater as the location for their monument. Some geologists believe electromagnetic anomalies at the site may have influenced the placement. And if such forces were sensed or honored by its creators, then it would be natural. In some Native American traditions, serpents are protectors of life, guardians of water, fertility, and the passage between worlds. In others, they're symbols of knowledge or cosmic power. The specific cultural identity of the mound's builders remains quite unclear, but the symbolism of the snake, the sun, and the earth runs very deep across tribal mythologies. And it's not alone in our world. Serpent-shaped effigy mounds exist in parts of Canada and southeastern United States, but none match the scale, orientation, or complexity of this one. No bones have ever been found inside of it. It was not a tomb. It wasn't offensive. It wasn't residential. It was a marker, a skyward link, a structure made not to house the dead, but to communicate with the eternal. The site was first documented in 1846 by surveyors Ephraim Squire and Edwin Davis, who included it in their monumental volume, Ancient Monuments of the Mississippi Valley. Their drawings helped bring the Serpent Mound to national attention and led to eventual preservation. And today, the site is protected as a National Historic Landmark. It draws archaeologists, tourists, and indigenous visitors. But its meaning remains contested, even sacred, especially among modern Native communities who view it not as a curiosity, but as a living symbol of ancestral knowledge and unbroken memory. No hieroglyphs, no inscriptions, no declarations, just alignment, structure, just the long, still form of a serpent quietly watching the sky. These are Interesting Things with JC.